Hello everyone, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I'm in a park. This is a public park, so there's lots of other people here. It's a little quieter right now because it's around noon. When the kids get out of school, then it fills up because they have their soccer practices and a lot of stuff like that. I'm visiting family and I had some time to watch some of these videos. I don't normally go over them. I just kind of will review it before I post it to make sure there's nothing in it too crazy. But I noticed a natural speech pattern of mine is to say a lot. Like when I'm getting ready to think about something or transition to a different topic, I'll say So I'm self-aware of that now, and I'm going to not do that as much. Yeah, I generally try not to watch my own videos over too much because I don't want to pick them apart. Sometimes some of them I really love and I'll watch them over and over again, but just being honest, I was really boosting myself up yesterday because I had to pack all my stuff and get ready to go on this trip and by myself, and so I was complimenting myself a lot, and I just do it out loud. I'll just say, "Oh, Andrea, you're so amazing how you're getting this stuff packed up," and "Oh, Andrea, you're doing great today." And then I stop myself. I go, "Wow, Andrea, you're getting so many compliments today." It's fun, you guys. You should try it. Inhale. We'll breathe in some gratitude. I'm so happy for this beautiful day, beautiful blue skies. I know where I live, I'm sure it's probably still rainy and gloomy. Good old Eugene. Inhale. Exhale. My heart is racing a little bit because let's see, I did it. I just caught myself. I've had a couple of energy drinks. You know, when you stay the night somewhere, let me just put some of this on. You stay at someone else's house that you're not used to staying at. It's not your own house. It's always a little more difficult to get a good night's sleep right away. So that's just how it is. And I found this drink. It's not Celsius. It's actually called Odyssey, and it just has green tea and ginseng in it. So I had that, and it was really good. But I'm gonna notice it all the time. I went to visit some family. I have family that lives in a care facility and they have Alzheimer's, so it was nice going there. I enjoy it a lot. At least all the experience I've had, they have a lot more memory than I am expecting them to have. That's to be completely honest. And there's times when I was such a control freak over the years that I thought, like, if I ever get Alzheimer's or something like that, like, I'll have to kill myself. I hate to say that now because I have friends that have committed suicide, but yeah, I thought I'd rather do that than have to lose my mind and not have control over it. And if you want to know the truth, them just living in that facility is like the happiest they're happy, content. Like, I don't know what I was so worried about. So anyway, I'm gonna do my sunsaw. Inhale. And actually have the sun out today to have that too. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Inhale, up dog. Stay here for a minute. This park, it's a nice big park. My cousin every Tuesday plays frisbee out here, and he's super extreme with his competition, so it's not just playing frisbee. They have like 40 frisbees, and It's him and two of his friends, and sometimes more than that, of guys, and you run and they just throw them nonstop, and you have to catch them like one after the other. So I used to participate in that, and after 2 or 3 times of doing that, I've just opted out now. I just come and lay on the grass and do some yoga, and that's good enough for me. It's too stressful having those frisbees just get slung at you one after the other. He also used to have this really cool rope hanging in his backyard, and it was always such a competition with us. We'd play frisbee and then go over to his house and climb that rope and see if he could climb it. And there's probably been a time that I couldn't climb it, but once I got into yoga pretty heavily, I was able to climb it really good. And so once we were all able to climb it really good, then of course we had to go into who could climb it twice. He ended up taking that rope out. I'm not sure if people got too extreme with it or what happened, but thank you for my eyes. Thank you for my nose. Thank you for my mouth. It's so good to breathe and just be peaceful. I can still kind of feel my nervous system. It's really important to regulate our nervous systems, and especially for me anyway, when I go out of town, I really have to be aware of it, because you're not in your own environment and everything's a little different. So, and then you're dealing with all the different personalities. I really love my family. I'm really lucky that I have them. It's interesting because when I was young, when I turned 20, I live in Oregon now, but when I turned 20, I moved to Santa Barbara. And I'm going to be honest, I felt like I was trying to get away from my family. So yeah, I got pretty far away from them. I ended up living in LA for a little bit and Las Vegas, and I would come back I still managed to come back to the family reunions, which is really crazy because I had to fly out of LAX to go to Portland. It would fly me into Portland, and then that would fly. Klamath Falls used to have an airport. It doesn't anymore. Fly me into Klamath Falls, and then I'm talking about where my family reunion, and then from there drive like a couple hours into the woods. It was always in the woods. I did all of that, and then go, back on there and go back to Portland and go back to LA. Oh, it'd be so interesting being out there from when you come from LA with all the stimulation all the time, and you get used to that, and then I'd be out there in the woods all of a sudden just on a little lake floating around. I'd get myself a little inner tube, just float around by myself. I actually wouldn't even really interact with my family that much then. I came all that distance to just kind of be a little bit of a jerk to them. It's okay. My cousin still actually reminds me of that all the time. He thought it was hilarious. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I have so much gratitude for the sun right now. I can feel my nervous system slowly getting regulated, so this is really nice. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to come out here and do this video, but if you can tell, I'm talking really quietly compared to what I normally do. I hope it comes out. This is an experiment. Yeah, that's the word. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Walk your hands forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Like, honestly, this backdrop, look how beautiful with the blue and the green. This would be a good place to try to do a yoga pose for my Instagram. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to keep this video short, but I'm thankful for all of you guys. Be happy and be comfortable giving yourself self-love and compliments, and as many as you possibly can. I don't care that it might sound crazy to other people if they hear me, because I have everything, like, my life is the most together it's ever been. I feel like inside and outside I have so much more serenity than I used to. And when I used to be really chaotic and do a bunch of alcohol and drugs, sorry, saying again. Maybe I say it when it's something I'm not sure if I want to say. But I felt like I was always pretending to be normal. So when I was probably in the most chaotic I've ever been, I appeared to be the most normal. And now when I'm like the most at peace that I've ever been, I probably appear to be more chaotic, because I'm always talking about myself in the third person and complimenting myself. But I don't care. It's not an ego thing. People get all worried, oh, they have such a big ego. And that's not ego, because I know what ego is, and I do have a big one that I have to contend with. But just loving myself and just praising myself, like, oh, Andrea, this is so great that you're able to do this video in a public park and are okay doing it. Like, pack up for these trips and go by yourself places. So find something to compliment yourselves on today, okay? Have a wonderful day, everyone.